again, man. When they thought it was finna end, thank y'all for riding with me. Where you know you felt a lot with your boy stories with me. At this time of y'all know what I need y'all to do for us. Like, share, comment, I repeat. Hit the subscribe button, smash that hype button, drop us a comment, man. We officially hit 10,000 subscribers. So everybody right there, 10K subscribers in the comment. Let's get it, let's get it. Let's go. What's up, ma? We back at them again, man. Kicking it off from the top. V-Crime story time. So today, wicked and wild things that I seen over the jail, man. So bum. Kicking it off with story number one now. It's this group of young dudes that's running around through the city. I'm talking about they got their whole 1-2 together, meaning they solidified dudes, they really get money, but they got some young dudes that's running with them that's ultra dangerous. They ain't doing no playing. If you get in their way, you ain't making it back. But the city already knew what time it was with them. So now, these group of guys is out here doing their thing. Of course, 1 or 2 of them ends up getting knocked off. So now, when they ends up getting booked, they comes over to jail. They come over to jail. Now, mind y'all, only thing that gain more enemies than somebody that robbed is somebody that's a head tapper, because that's forever. Nobody really wants to forgive. Even if they say they forgive, they never forget. And you forever gaining an enemy because you never know who willing to step up for that person. Meaning, I done seen a person, get head tapped, right? Their best friend won't do nothing. Like, man, you know what? It is what it is. I don't want to get involved in that. 5 years later, his cousin, who might have been 10 at the time, now he 15, he feels some type way about it. He ends up stepping up to the plate and get back. So this is just the wicked and wild mindset. And you never know how long somebody willing to wait to end up getting they get back for real. And going back to you forever having an enemy. So boom, they ends up coming over to jail. When they get over the joint for real, they come on and tell it's maybe 2 people over there that really don't like him. But the 2 dudes that don't like him, they suckers. They not going to say nothing to him. They going to only attack or move when they got homeboys that's backing them. So now, mind you, I just told you, it's 2 of them over there, and it's 2 of the dudes that's known for Uptown getting busy. They just came over there. So for real, it could have just been a 2-on-2. Look, man, you get your, I'm going to get the other one. If we win, we win. We lose. But we not going to be on the same tier as these dudes. So now, they both chill on the same tier for about a week. Now, granted, both of them losing cool points because, not really much so, because bro and them, we did something to y'all. So we already up on the scoreboard. We don't got to do nothing to y'all. Y'all supposed to do something to us on the get back type time. So they laid back. The 2 dudes that's really on sucker time during this moment, after a week, we get a fresh wave of new intakes. One of their quote unquote big homies, he comes over there. But mind you, when I say big homie, he ain't probably nothing but like 23 years old. But he's a big dude. Like, he chubby. He probably like 215, all muscle, but he ain't got no neck for real. They called him Big Wall. So he walking around, what you mean y'all ain't do nothing, so forth and so on. So bum. Wall back there doing whatever the case may be. He talking to his young boys, quote unquote. These dudes is like 25. He 23, but he the OG. These 2 turkeys right here is 25, and they the young boys. This is how wicked and wild the mindset is. So bum, he tell them niggas, nah, man, what you mean? They can't stay over here. You already know what time it is. The OG, he go holler at bro and tell him, look, man, y'all niggas got 1 or 2 options. We can either lock in and let the shit go, or y'all gonna have to pack that shit up for real. Check in for real. So bum, he like, man, what the fuck? We ain't doing no checking in, bitch. You know what time it is with us. Bum. Now, little bro, they ain't got no win in the fight. Both of them could have went in there and fought Big Wall, and they still wouldn't have had a chance to win. This is how like frail they was. But like I tell you, motherfuckers be tough and made of steel when they uptown popping that iron. But once you get behind the wall and you really got to put them muscles or you got to put them hands to use, a lot of motherfuckers don't really got it in them right here. So, bum, they go back there, they locking in the shower. I'm talking about Big Wall punished, nigga. I'm talking about he flexed him in there to the point to where as though, his eyes started bleeding. I don't even know how the fuck that was possible, but your eyes started bleeding. He comes out, all right, that's a bet. His homeboy right there, he's scared too because he see his motherfucking eye bleeding too. He like, man, listen, you know what the fuck it is. Either you coming in here, bitch, or you getting the fuck up out of there. Whole time he goes in, same protocol. I'm talking about, man, this nigga Wall hit the homeboy so hard. When he caught him, only thing I seen, because I'm sitting on my bunk for real, I'm right here watching the shower though, I literally seen his head hit the concrete wall. Bum. That wasn't even the worst part. When his head hit the concrete wall, as it came back, his top row of teeth hit the bottom teeth so fucking hard, yo. I thought every tooth in his mouth was gonna fall off. boom. I'm like, God damn. Whole time he like falls down to the ground. He falls to the floor. Big Wall raises his leg like he ready to stomp him out. One of his homeboys like, no, damn it, you gonna catch a charge, or you gonna catch a charge. They ends up leaving, but leaving both of them right there. The homeboy, at least you know he wearing his scars. He got hella bruises on him, but at least he was able to walk out. His other homeboy, man, he was left in the shower. I'm talking about filthy, but these is dudes that's head tappers uptown on the street. Then, you know, he ends up getting them up. They go back to their bed for real. They lay back, cooling. Words start going around. So now, first thing they try and do is they try and get a weapon. But before that can happen, the OG Wall was smart enough to know these niggas ain't gonna let this shit ride. He ends up still making them pack that shit up for real and check in. They ends up checking and getting up the tier. Now, to them, they didn't think that was no sucker shit. They looking at it like, man, we fought the big ass nigga. We wasn't ready to fight him every day. We ain't had no piece of iron that we could have got, because if they would have had a banger, they would have definitely flexed this big ass, no doubt in my mind, because that's what they was known for doing. But physical one-on-one combat, they ain't have it in them and they ain't have a chance. Even when they went in there to fight, they was like, what's up? What's up? Like, they ain't had no flex, no structure. You could tell, like, man, you ain't come up fighting for real. Your first option was a weapon. But these was head tappers uptown, and now you over to jail, and you end up being, you know, a victim to another man. And, you know, it was what it was. But that was just one of the wildest things I seen. With that being said, Mob, let's jump into story number 2. Now, Mob, story number 2. We in the bullpen for real. This dude must be known for robbing people uptown. So when he come through, I'm at the first cell. I'm at the first bullpen cell. So I see him come in. He bucking. He all hype. What? You know what's up with me? I'm in here. Yeah, we in here. We in here. Man, bitch ass niggas, man, fuck time out. He going off. He calls it a whole little scene. Cause I'm watching him as he come through the front door, go through the little detector. He ready to go he go holler at the doctor. He go back to the little booth thing where they sign the papers and all that shit. So I'm watching his whole little motion. By the time he get in the bullpen, they put him in the bullpen. He don't know who he in there with, because when the bullpen door open, you got some people that's going to get up and see him, man, who the fuck is that? But majority of the people, they in there sleep. They going through withdrawal. They trying to shake back. They just trying to get the hours to fly by. Bum. When he go in the bullpen, it's 3 niggas in there. They sleep, though. So he in there cooling for real. He start making enough noise. The niggas wake up. When they wake up, all you hear, mind you, I'm in the first cell. All I hear is, oh, fuck no, man. After you hear, oh, fuck no, all you hear is, like you hear the doing shit, man. The 3 niggas in there, he must have even did something to them uptown, robbed somebody that they know, whatever the case may be. All you hear is, yeah, we got you now. Bitch, come here. Man, all you hear is them in there bumping, man, they dropping this nigga all on the floor. Boom! Like, you can hear them grabbing the back of his head, man. Bitch, beat his face, bro. Beat his face. Boom! They beating this shit on the floor. No, bitch, man, take his shoes off, man. Smack his chump ass. Bop! They taking the shoes off, beating him with the shoe. When they went in there and grabbed this man, he came out. He went in that cell with 32 teeth. I swear to God, he left out with 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 20. He left out with 27. 5, I seen personally 5 of them motherfuckers gone. When he came back out, they got him all hemmed up for real, blood all hanging out. You can see the missing teeth. There was some, all right, that's a bad, all right, watch. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, because just an hour ago, you was coming in all hype. You had your little hoodie on. You had the North Face bubble jacket. What, niggas ain't ready for me? I'm ready to tear this bitch up. Whole time just so happened come and hit you on a, they put you in a bullpen with people that you done did something uptown to, and they ends up taking you through there. You hear me? I'm talking about they took that boy through there. So another wicked and wild one, man. You never know where you gonna run into your enemy. And like I said, only thing worse than that robbery enemy list is an M1 enemy list. So, you know, those 2 guys ended up running to their opposition, and it wasn't good for nobody, man. With that being said, Maul, let's jump into story number 3. Now, y'all, story number 3. We Juvenile was doing this time, right? So, boom. 2 of my homeboys, well, two dudes that I'm cool with for real, whatever the case may be. They got a little beef going on. They are in the kitchen because they had just got into a little fuss at the gym, whatever the case may be. They go to the kitchen for real. They right there waiting, Coach Bowling talking to him, whatever the case may be. As they ready to get into the van to go up top on the hill, Bowling coach say, man, put the shackles on him, you know, put the belly chain, the leg shackles on him. The driver dude, he's so in a rush, he put them on him, but on one of my homeboys, he real skinny. So he don't put them on too tight, but he put them on so loose to the point to where as though he able to slip up out of them motherfuckers. Now, mind you, these 2 guys got beef with each other, but the only reason they getting in the van together is because they both quote unquote chained up. They not gonna be able to do nothing to each other. This is the mindset that the authorities have, but to us, we willing to do anything when you trying to get to your motherfucking enemy. So bum, they gets in the van. When they get in the van for real, is they bend the corner. My little man slip off the cuffs. I'm talking about he get the beating the flames out the other little nigga right there, which is still my man. I was cool with him too because we used to lift weights together in the gym for real, all fucking with Coach Bolin, and Coach Bolin set this whole little orchestration up. Man, he come out the cuffs, he get the beating him, bang, 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 bang. He grabs him out the chair. So now they in the middle of the van. The driver dude, he driving and looking back. Hey man, cut that out. What are y'all doing? Whole time he stopped the van. He stopped the van in the middle of driving up the hill. He jumped out, run on the side, he opened the door. When he opened the door, he tried to grab my little man kicked the driver straight in his chest. Boom! Now when he kicked the driver in his chest, he like stumbling back. Oh man, he was kind of like an elder dude, so I don't know why this fool even did this shit. He kicked the man for real, he started stumbling back. My little man jumped out the van. When he jumped out the van, he catch the driver with a two-piece. Bang! Bang! When he hit him 2 times, he fall down. He knocked out, he done. He falls to the ground. My little man take his radio off his hip. And you know what's crazy? They didn't even give those transportation drivers, they didn't give them mace. They gave them no weapons to protect themselves but that radio, which wasn't even used for protection. It was used to let a motherfucker know you need backup or help. He takes the radio for real. He run back into the van where he was beating the other nigga up at. The dude is trying to crawl out the van to make it onto the floor. As he's hanging out the van, my little man got the radio in his hand. He cracked him in the back of his head. Bitch! Soon as he do that, it's a staff named West right there. West is walking up the hill. So just so happened, like, why the fuck is the van in the middle part like that? Like, man, what the fuck is going on? He see my little man coming down with the radio. He goes off now. Wes a little husky dude for real, and he real extra. He real animated. He get the flex in my little man. What the fuck is wrong with you? He grab him up, dump him all on his head. Boom! Man, that shit was crazy. He ends up folding them all up. Whatever the case may be, we inside the unit looking through the doors like, yo, this shit is crazy, man. But you know, Wicked and Wild situation. He ends up getting charged, like outside charges, and he ended up getting waived up as an adult for that shit because he had an assault on a motherfucking I don't want to say an officer, but like an assault on an employee. Then when he did to the little nigga right there, that shit was just unbearable. So yeah, he was in a lot of trouble about that. And he ends up going over to jail for a butt. Wicked and Wild situations, man. You never know. And this is why I tell y'all, don't get involved in the streets, man. Stay out the way and do it the right way. Yo, from a juvenile to an adult, it's just not worth it, man. But with that being said, Mark, thank y'all for riding with me. Where? You know you fell a lot. Them with your boy stories with V. At this time, one more time for me, Mob, like, share, comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the hype button, drop us a comment. We have hit 10,000 subscribers, man. I love each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. I'm nothing without y'all. Now, it's time to get that 20K, 50K, then we on the road to 100. Let's get it, let's go. Mob!